Hello everybody, my name is KingStix and today I'm going to be talking about some big changes coming up in patch 8.7, so buckle in, here we go. First thing I want to mention is Gragas has been officially the worst jungler who's supposed to jungle for a very long time. If you look at op.gg, for the past couple of patches, he has been ranked 40th as a jungler with an overall 42% win rate. I can't say I'm surprised that they want to buff his Q and W, buffing his Q ratio up from 60% to 70% AP and his W's Drunken Rage from 30% to 50%. Not only that, but now his W has a scaling aspect, which will make Gragas more enticing to pick if you have a late game comp. The new effect is damage reduction, which is reduced by an additional 8% for every 100 AP Gragas has. So if Gragas has 400 AP, that's going to be 32% extra damage reduction for the duration. I'm assuming that's going to get cut down quite a bit because that sounds really OP, especially if you are going full AP Gragas. Definitely keep your eyes on that. Another thing worth mentioning is 𝐃𝐨𝐩𝐿. He's getting his W buff from 20% healing to 30%. This may not seem like a lot, but 𝐃𝐿𝐻 has two weak spots in his game: his early first clear and his true late game. So by them buffing his healing from 20% to 30%, doesn't seem like a lot, when in reality it's helping to fix one of the issues with 𝐃𝐿𝐻 as a champion. Lux is getting a massive buff on her R. Now I want to say right now, I don't agree buffing things like Lux who are already strong in solo queue. Just because she's not viable in the pro scene doesn't necessarily mean she needs a buff. Not only that, I believe they're doing this just because there's like a million Lux skins, plus they have the elemental Lux, so I think they're just trying to sell skins here. They're looking on buffing Lux's R by increasing the cooldown she gets from killing somebody with it. At level 1, going from 10% to 30% cooldown reduction, which is huge. So if she gets a kill in lane, she can then roam pretty quickly and use her ultimate again. Not only that, but now they're going to be adding a new effect, which triggers the cooldown aspect if the enemy dies within 2 seconds of being hit by Lux's R. So if Lux uses her R in a team fight, even if it doesn't get the kill, as long as a teammate finishes them off within 2 seconds, Lux will still get the cooldown reset. This is really scary. So if Lux lands a snare on 2 people, uses her E and ulti, doesn't even kill them, and then her teammate swoops in and kills them really quick, then she'll have her ultimate back, assuming her ultimate is level 3. Really scary to think about that cooldown reset. 𝐃𝐻𝐿𝐻 is really strong in higher elos and in the pro scene. They're wanting to take some of her off. This is going to hurt her a lot in solo queue, the ranked pro scene. It's hard to say how much this will affect her. They are going to be removing some of her HP growth from 95 to 88. Not only that, but they are reducing the duration of her E stun permafrost all the way down from 2 seconds at rank 5 down to 1.6 seconds at rank 5. Not too big of a difference. You're still definitely going to be seeing 𝐃𝐻𝐿𝐻. It's going to hurt her quite a bit in solo queue though. Rage Blade is way too cheap of an item. There's a lot of champions that can abuse it, like 𝐃𝐨𝐻𝐿 and 𝐽𝐿𝐻. They don't like how strong it is, so they are going to be increasing the gold cost on it by 300, which I think is the right thing to do. I've been seeing a whole lot of 𝐽𝐿𝐻 and 𝐃𝐶, and it's getting really old. Another thing worth addressing is the Locket of the Iron Solari. It's really strong. Pretty much every team has to take it if they want to win. The support gets it, and typically the jungler or the top laner will build it as well. That way you have 2 lockets, you stack them on top of each other, and then you can't really kill the backline. Very frustrating item. Cock blocks super hard, counters assassins, counters bruisers, counters mages. It counters everything except for really an ADC, and that's one thing I have a big problem with, is how strong the ADC and support meta is right now. Thank God it is going to be getting a nerf, and what this nerf is looking like is the shield amount is reduced to 25% if the target has been affected by another Locket of the Iron Solari in the last 60 seconds. So if you're in a team fight or a long drawn out fight and you have 2 Lockets on your team and you stack them on each other within 60 seconds, you're only getting 25% of that second Locket's full value. You're definitely not going to see teams be stacking 2 Lockets anymore after this change goes through. I really hope this one does, because it's very important for the health of League of Legends. The last thing I want to mention is probably going to get overlooked by a lot of people, and that is minions. They are going to be upping the gold on a cannon minion while at the same time reducing gold on both melee minions and caster minions, especially with the gold value growth being completely removed down to 0. So as the game goes on and on, the super minions and the cannon minions are going to be worth a lot more than the melee and caster minions. This is going to do 2 things. One, during the lane phase, lane bullies and early game champions are going to have a huge advantage because since they are the stronger early game champ or lane bully, whenever the enemy champion will go to last hit the cannon, the lane bully will step up and either force them off it or make them take a really bad trade to get that cannon minion. So this is great news for early game champions and lane bullies. The second thing this means is League of Legends will become even more snowbally, especially in competitive play. In competitive play, it's already very snowbally. Whatever team gets a slight lead, typically, not always, but typically wins. They get the dragons, they get the herald, they shove in the lanes, they get inhibitors. That's usually how it goes. This will make that even worse. So if you're an early mid-game comp and you keep stepping on their neck, this will make it that much easier to do. And that's going to wrap up this video. There's not much that I really wanted to mention. There were a few things I felt were important, especially the minion aspect. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think these changes should go through or not? Do you think they will? If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah.